Davis. I am Mumia Abu-Jamal. We have to take this moniker up and we must let this be our call. I am Troy Davis. I am Mumia Abu-Jamal. As my sister said, it's not just enough to attend these rallies, but we have to be about the work. We are up against a system that is strategically trying to kill us.
To deal with the issue of Troy Davis, you got to go back to the root on how it happened. Not only Troy Davis, but a lot of black men and youth that have been killed on death row. You got to go back to when in the Washington newspaper they stated, is it right to kill an innocent person? Do you understand what I'm saying? The question from the Supreme Court was, is it right to kill an innocent person? I'm saying we should have been outraged. We should have turned that place upside down. Who the hell are they to say to the community, is it right to kill an innocent person? But behind the fact that we didn't stand up and do what it was that we were supposed to do, go up in that Supreme Court and demand, what kind of damn question is it right to kill an innocent person? Being that we did nothing, some of us, majority of us did nothing, they turned around and said, yes, it's right to kill an innocent person as long as the innocent person had a fair trial.
Well, I'm going to tell you the truth that I've seen from within the prison and I've seen within the courtroom, and I saw defending those who were arrested. We have the men in black robes, some women in black robes, doing what the men in white robes used to do. Let's look at it. 65 to 75% of everybody in prison is a person of color. 60 to 75% of this country and every state are white. But it's much worse than that, much worse than turning the scales of justice upside down, because you tell me how many people of color are in the legislature. So we have to look and we have to unmask the blatant and extreme racism. Everybody in prison is poor, and 2/3 are people of color in a society just the other way around, and has a judiciary that's 97% white, prosecutors who are 97% white, a legal system that's 97% white. So that executions are just the tip of a horrendous iceberg of injustice and oppression in this country.
With this demonstration that's happening right now as an emergency last-ditch effort to free our brother Troy Davis, who, as we know, is on death row in the state of Georgia for a crime or for an act that he did not even commit. But while we all, I think, are in agreement that Troy Davis is quote-unquote innocent, I think that the real issue that we must address, not only in this action, but in actions that we hold in the future, is calling to question what the role of the death penalty in this society really is. And we know that the death penalty not only is it unjust and used as a permanent rectification for crimes that 9 times out of 10 haven't even been proven to have been committed, but more than that, the death penalty itself is a weapon of mass destruction against the black community. And but not just the death penalty, but the prison system as a whole.
All of this that happens, the lynchings that are done publicly and state-funded from our taxpayer money, are done in our name. I'm talking about white people, I'm talking about other people who are not African or oppressed. I'm talking about people who are considered citizens by this government, who are expected to be complicit and go along with what happens. They're building the prisons as they're closing the schools. Pennsylvania is a prison economy. It is a death penalty economy. And where does that money go? Right here downtown in Philadelphia, so we can go out and enjoy Center City Sips, Restaurant Week, call it University City instead of West Philly, all these universities. We need to call it by its name. We need to say what it is. It is an imperialist economy. It's supposed to benefit us, but we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to say no.
We right now cannot let the Georgia Parole Board let Troy Davis die. If you look at his case, you find out that the only reason that he is in the situation he's in is because he had the courage enough to stand up for a homeless man who was being attacked by the police. Don't let that incident of Troy dissuade you from stopping police brutality. If you see somebody being brutalized, no matter what, you speak out on behalf of that person. Let Troy Davis's life and the prevention that we're going to allow from him being killed be a testimony against police brutality and the brutality of the criminal justice system. So make sure, in terms of actions, you go out and you sign on to Kim Davis's petition on signon.org, and make sure you also sign the petition by Anna Zamora on change.org. And also, the last name you need to know is Larry Chisholm. He is the DA in Savannah, Georgia, that is responsible for overseeing Troy Davis's murder. But if you contact him, I'm sure if you Google him, there are lots of sites that has his direct number, including those petitions by Anna Zamora and Kim Davis.